Thank you for invitation here. I was on the Oxford edition this year for the first time on the EV Summit, and I was super impressed with the idea of the conference and a place where people are just talking with each other, exchanging experiences, trying to figure out what will be the best, and a big topic in this whole industry, but also learning from each experiences and trying not to make the same mistakes. And it was really great, and I'm already super happy actually, before we start here, because I already had like so many great conversations here today, and I'm looking forward for more, and I hope you had the same experience here today, because as we talked with Aid before, this is all about. Great, so Codibly, and this is actually quite interesting because we are on the US market since like 10 years, and 50% of our revenue, more or less, throughout this period, comes from this market. But when I asked throughout this whole, let's say, summit, people, do you ever heard about Codibly? Do you know us? Nobody knows us, and nobody heard about us. There was one person actually that said, yeah, I heard something about it. So I have like a big pleasure to actually tell you a couple of words about Codibly in a context of the forming the partnerships here on the market, alliances, and also what's our role here in the whole industry. So Codibly, we are now in a time where the world is transitioning towards the electric mobility in absolutely amazing pace. Yet we all know that it never happened, and it will never probably happen as in an isolation. We all believe that the EV is the path to our greener and more sustainable life. Although as an industry experts, we also know that every revolution, every transition comes with a lot of challenges. And we have a lot of challenges, like we have a lot of discussions around interoperability, around the uptime and the charger availability, about the grid efficiency, and so on. And those are actually the great examples of the challenges that will not and cannot be solved by just one, let's say, actor or type of company in the industry. And it needs our collaboration to find those solutions. And this is not like super technology that was just invented, I don't know, yesterday, but there are like fundamentals that we need to have actually to provide the experience for the users. Those actually three examples and the way we're gonna solve them will impact probably all of our businesses in the future, because if there's gonna be no adoption, no EV drivers, no cars, and no happiness in the whole market, they will probably all fail. Where is the whole Codibly inside that? I'm super proud that since like 15 years now, we are in the center of the whole energy and now also e-mobility part of the business. Codibly is providing the software solutions, but also integrating software solutions throughout the whole industry. So starting from utilities, through aggregators, through now charge point operators, EMSP providers, battery storage providers, all sort of EMSP systems, all together with car OEMs, charger OEMs, renewable assets like solar farms, wind farms, all sort of commercial and residential energy management systems. We do this also throughout those last 10 years. We formed really great partnerships around, but also we are leveraging the open standards that are on the market. And this is absolutely great and amazing thing, because we are implementing standards like Open ADR or Open Charge Alliance standards like OCPP, OCPI, amongst a lot of others. And if we compare like a couple of years ago and now situation, so we shifted from a couple of months development of integrating all sort of different stuff, now to like a couple of weeks. So all of those above mentioned standards that I just said, we're able to deliver now within a couple of weeks. But it will be never probably possible if there will be no alliances in a market, there will be no discussions between different actors in the scene, because then everybody would have their own standard and we have like custom developed solutions everywhere. Obviously we will have a lot of work because everybody will come and say, okay, how can we integrate with each other? But it helps a lot. And now, talking about the alliances, let's answer, or let's do some small exercise and try to answer the question, can we drive innovation alone in this whole connected world? Obviously, the answer would be no, but what do we need actually to achieve our goals here in the long term? What is like the most important thing that we need to have here so we can feel safe and we can achieve our long-term goals, all of us? Probably the most important thing is adoption, because if there's not gonna be EV drivers, EV cars, then most of us will probably find other jobs, and there will be like 80% of the companies here will not be here anymore. So I think we can agree that in the center we put the driver, who at the end of the day has to be happy. Because if it's not going to be happy, then it will spread the word around. And it was actually a fantastic thing that somebody said on the Oxford EV Summit, that one of the main reasons, obviously adoption is skyrocketing, but it could go faster. And why people are still hesitant? Because there's like the rumors around spread by different people and companies, which are not true, about how do you use and utilize the EV cars and what are the benefits and so on. So assuming that we need this happy driver, I would just need one volunteer. There's no risk, but there's no reward, I must already say. I just need like one person that would like to be our EV driver. It will take 3 seconds. Anyone? You can see it. I just need your name. Omar. Sorry? Okay. So Omar, let's imagine like amazing day that Omar have, using all sorts of technologies that are already on the market, but are not implemented in a way that everybody can use them. So at 6 a.m. you wake up and you get like fantastic message from your smart home that your car is fully charged, but it's fully charged in an optimal way, because you are participating in demand response programs, because you leverage your battery storage you have that was charged by solar panels, and then your car was charged in a most effective and optimum way during the day. So you're super happy, especially that, let's imagine it's Friday. Everybody likes Friday, so it's like this good start of the day, the happy day of the EV driver. Then you left your home at 7, and obviously your car is connecting with other cars, and you have like the best possible route chosen. On your way to your work, you just stopped by on a drive-by and you bought the coffee and you could pay from the car. And then you reached your employee offices, and then you participate in net zero goals of your employer and of your company, so you receive the credits from the company. And then at like 11 a.m., let's say, you receive the demand response notification and you participate in that, and then you receive the credits from the utility, which is fantastic. Then you finished your work and you had a plan to buy the e-bike, so you went to shop. You plugged your car in the front of the shop, and because you have a plug and charge, then it was like seamless. So you just plug it and you forget it. And it started to charge. Then you just pick up your bike and you went back to home. And because your plan was to go on the weekend with your family, with your larger car, then you parked your car in a garage, and then this car was discharged and the energy went to the larger car. And then you took your brand new e-bike with your family, and you just went for your holidays. And then all this technology and all this vision is possible if this technology is interconnected between each other. And then to be able to deliver that, we need to collaborate. You can already see that there are like at least like 5 different companies and actors that needs to be integrated between each other to provide the whole journey and story here. So I really encourage today, and this is like the intro for our panel today, just we'll think about how we are shaping the collaboration between the companies. How do we shape alliances? Why? And how do we provide and introduce new standards on the market, and what's their role here? Because the only way that we're going to have this happy driver is that we'll build the seamless and connected ecosystem of the solutions. And that way, we'll deliver the happiness to the drivers. And if we're going to be happy drivers, then it's going to be much easier for everyone. Thank you so much.